How's it going, everybody? My name is dushaunwilliams, and today we're going to be going over the Komkaer USB aluminum hub, why this may be a perfect for you. Now, I was happy to kind of get this. Komkaer did send it to me to kind of do the review for it, but I did like when I got it because I really needed something like this. Of course, with my Macbook Pro, I don't have any kind of the IOs that this guy is giving me and stuff, and at the time I needed to transfer some files that I definitely needed to show somebody, and this guy came in handy and at the right time. So I was very fortunate enough to be able to kind of get this, and I will kind of already say at the start of the video that I do recommend it. I do feel like it is a good purchase, but there are some things that this cannot do that I think we need to address first, and a lot of the stuff that I really do like about it. So let's go on to the rest of the video. So to start off with, I kind of want to talk about some of the good real quick. It is really nice. It does support 4K when it comes to the HDMI here. You can export out to 4K at 38 Hertz, which could be a good thing, bad thing. If you're trying to play games, not the best thing, but if you have a 4K display that you can export to, it can support that. I do like that all the USB ports in here are all 3.0 and none of them are 2.0, because that would have definitely been a travesty if they were 2.0. It would be really slow to transfer data. And I do like that it also has some other conventional ones, just in case you get into a situation like with the Ethernet port. If you need to talk to somebody through here, like if you don't have an audio port, this does support mic for the headphones, as well as if you are a photographer and you really need those IOs for your SD cards, it does support the micro, and it does support the standard SD card with an adapter if you have one. So I do like that it supports pretty much all the needed IO that you probably ever going to need when it comes to either like a portable instance or you need to work around with it. Also, it is USB Type-C, it is USB Type-C 3.1. It should do well on a lot of transfers. I did try it with a lot of different hard drives, 2.0, 3.0. I tried it with the SD cards. It does transfer at a pretty high rate. The cap on this is about like 5 gigabits of data that can be transferred, so it's not a 10 gigabit portable thing, but honestly something like this you're probably not gonna get one that's 10 gigabit without paying a lot of money. And I think for the $50 to $56 range, this product actually offers exactly what you need. I love the body style with it. I do love the aluminum. It's very small, very compact, it's very easily portable. And I've honestly, like, there's a lot of stuff that I do really like about this, and those are just the main ones. But one of the hard things about doing a product review for a hub like this is that there are so many out there that you can pick from, and at the end of the day you probably only care about what it can't do, and if those can't do's are going to be something that's really going to be detrimental to your everyday use. So I kind of listed a lot of the stuff that I feel that is bad, and maybe it's going to be too bad for you. I really do feel like the product's good, but these do need to be pretty much addressed, and here they are. So the one thing about using this as for like an external display is that it doesn't support Thunderbolt displays. So if you are an Apple user and you have the 27-inch Thunderbolt display, it does not work for that. It will not work for other Thunderbolt displays. Thunderbolt is just not supported. You also can't use more than one input. So if you have two screens and you try to use HDMI on one, and you try to use like the lightning cable or the mini display, you can't do that. You have to pick one of them, and your HDMI also has to be active. It cannot be a passive import. And that's just with that. The other things that I really have an issue with are the USB Type-C port and this cable here, the actual USB Type-C that is connected to the device. Is connected to the device. I really like detachable cables. I do not like non-detachable cables. I do feel like even now, as you see right here, it has like that slight bend coming out of the chassis, and this is a new product. It is not something that I've used for a very long time, and it's already looks like either it's already kind of shooting out like that or something, but it's just kind of, you know, looked like that was kind of like how it came out of the box. My issue with the USB Type-C is you cannot transfer data through it. It's really only to be used for charging with it. So if you're trying to charge your laptop, like your MacBook Pro and everything, then this is what you would normally use this for. Plug your charger to this and be fine. However, it only supports up to 60 watts. So for me, my MacBook is 87 watt, so it's just not advised to really use this for my MacBook Pro, especially if I care about the longevity of my MacBook Pro. But there are a lot of MacBook Pros that are 60 under, so it works good for that. But not being able to transfer data, I feel like is a missed opportunity, because you should be able to transfer a lot of data through USB Type-C. It would be a lot faster than the USB 3.0s, and I mean, this is probably like my kind of biggest regret about this, especially because I have a Galaxy S10 Plus, and I like to use the USB Type-C anytime I want to transfer data to my computers, and I can't. In this case, I have to use the USB Types or USB 3.0. Other problems that I have with the device is pretty much when it's in use. The one big thing is that it does heat up and heats up pretty fast. Now, it's not scorching hot, but after an hour use, it does feel like it is kind of hot, and you might want to cool it down a little bit, but it doesn't take long for it to get pretty warm, and it's really because of the aluminum body. Just like how your MacBook Pro, you know, can't really go long term without it really getting hot on the bottom or anything. This one kind of has the same thing, but since this is a smaller body, you're going to feel it more, and it takes a while for the file or the hard drive itself to actually appear on the computer. So there are times where it's taken a minimum of 10 seconds for some of my hard drives to actually be registered on the computer. So in cases like that, it's not really all that fast, and it's something that I kept trying over and over and over, so it does reoccur at a common rate. So if it doesn't like a USB stick just automatically appear on the computer and you hear the dings and everything go off, give it a little bit of time. It's just trying to load. It does have a slow load time. So I've kind of mentioned it for a few reasons who I think that this product would be good for. Honestly, if you're a travel photographer and you're pretty much MacBook only, this is going to be ideal. If you have a very light notebook, even for Windows and everything, and you have the option of using USB Type-C, then this is going to be worthwhile for you. It is basically one of your best traveling companions that you can get right now if you do have USB Type-C available to you. And just for like MacBook users in particularly, you just don't have a lot of the IOs because, you know, Apple stripped all of them. So you're gonna need some way to get all that IO back, and I feel like this is just kind of gonna do the job. Like, there are some other ones that you can get if you want like the Thunderbolt support, if you want some of the other higher end support, some of the stuff that this guy cannot do. They're going to be a lot more money. They're going to not be as portable in a lot of cases and stuff. So I feel like for what they tried to accomplish with this guy, I do feel like this is a lot more valuable product. And I do, again, recommend getting this if you kind of fit into that category. So yeah, TLDR, if you're a very mobile person and you need to make sure that you can have access to anything on the go in case a weird situation comes up, as a consultant, that has happened to me. So this is pretty much going to be something that you're going to be looking at purchasing sooner or later. So with that, everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you really did enjoy it, and if you got what you needed out of this video, please let me know. Hit the like button, share with your friends, and if you'd like to see more reviews, content, and other things, please subscribe to the channel. As you see here, I got my hoodie. It's kind of what you can get at the store. If you go to my Design by Humans merch store, you can get this and some other stuff that you hopefully will enjoy. With that being said, everything that you saw today hopefully helps you make a better and more informed decision tomorrow.